3, 2, 1, go. So, Half-Life. Main game.
Half-Life.
Lots of bunny hopping.
Yeah. So like this is on basically the same or the equivalent version of Opposing Force. Like you have uncapped bunny hop and you have 100 FPS cap.
Yeah, and this is running hard.
Yeah, because of the Vortigaunt boost.
Yep.
Which you will see soon.
And that's like the only reason, right?
Yeah, basically. Because like there are tricks you can do with high FPS, but obviously that only really works on the like actual Steam version, so
this beginning of the game here is pretty boring. Like there's a test chamber coming up. Here I'm gonna like go through the load, go back and through the load again so I can make the scientist move right away when I touch him, otherwise I'd have to wait a few seconds before being able to move him to make that NPC abuse.
yeah, so the test chamber is like 2 minutes long or something like that.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of what makes this game annoying to grind, is the fact that you have to keep going into that test chamber over and over again. And this game I would say is probably the most difficult out of the 3 games. At least in my opinion, like I've had experience with all of them, so
So I just push these guys around so they get close to the scanners.
Although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance cascade scenario is extremely unlikely.
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional. We've assured the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
Ah, yes, you're right. Gordon, we have complete confidence.
and again, like lowering frame rate in this game makes NPCs turn faster, so you'll see that being used a lot, seeing as there's a lot of NPC exploitation in this game.
Pressing this button is like the last thing I do here before the cutscene.
Yeah. Yeah, then you just let the scientists do their work and wait until the sample comes up. So this section is really nice for freestyling and doing trick jumps and stuff.
I just practice bunny hopping. So yeah, this lasts for about 2 minutes until the car comes up.
That's where all the action starts.
And before it gets such a bad.
Couldn't hear it. Well, the car's coming up now. I'm gonna shove it into the machine and pull it back to do a skip. Pull it all the way back. Gonna make a save here in case I can't get up on this light. Oh, first try, alright.
Nice.
So I get on top of this light so that I get out of a trigger that would teleport me otherwise to a cutscene. And that allows me to get on top of the Vortigaunt that just landed on top of the cart. And he's gonna like boost me so I can skip a good amount of dialogue.
Yeah, like usually you would have to wait for like being teleported to like different Zen cutscenes and stuff. But you can just skip past all that stuff.
Wait for this guy to turn around. And there we go. Now just wait for the chapter to load. And now the action starts. I'm gonna make a save here. Because these lasers are scary. They can one-shot you. Jump on top, over them. And this section is also pretty much just bunny hopping. Until there's a trick later on. Called object boosting. You probably know it. There's a kill trigger there, but if you do that part fast enough and like to the left enough, it doesn't get you. So you can do that room really fast. I'm gonna slide down the shaft because it doesn't kill me. And it's way faster than taking the elevator, obviously. And here's the object boost. I don't know how this works very well, but it just makes me go really fast, and it's really cool.
Yeah, there's quite a few of those in this game.
Now, Office Complex has a lot of enemy NPCs, so there's a lot of like RNG manipulation. I need to do this part like in specific ways so the head crabs don't destroy me like they did right now. Hopefully I don't get stuck on them, because you can get stuck on head crabs if you land on top of them and they jump at you. They can either crush you or kill instantly, or make you get stuck. There's a secret area here with the shotgun. I'm gonna grab it. And I'm gonna make a save here because Barney is coming up. And like, this is a really tricky NPC abuse. I missed the shot on him, but it's okay. There's like the old strat I can do. Make him follow me. Throw these grenades. And it worked. He opened the door for me. And that just skipped a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so NPCs are like keys in this game. Like, they can open specific doors for you that you're not supposed to open.
Now there's another one here. Oh, I missed. I have to shoot that guy. And then touch him like... You block him from escaping and he runs to the door for some reason and opens it for you. It's a really precise NPC abuse. There's a ladder grab here that is gonna save me from fall damage deaths. I'm just gonna take this shram. There's another strat where you grenade boost here, but it's really risky. So I don't think it's a good idea to do it in a marathon.
Yeah, it doesn't save that much time anyway, so...
Yeah. 5 seconds at most. The last bit is a really fun chapter, because there's a lot of hard jumps you need to do. And then jumping here, because this elevator likes to get stuck and blow me up instantly, like in every run, for some reason. And there's a tricky bunny hopping sequence here. Which, yeah, not the best way to get it, but it will do.
Yeah, sometimes if you're lucky you can get like an edge bug on that the roof of that building as well, which will make you not take any fall damage.
And that was edge bug as well, that I just did. It saved me from fall damage. There's... Now I'm gonna activate these buttons. There's an edge bug here as well. I hope to get it first try. Yeah, got it.
Nice.
I'm gonna get some health here, cause like I landed on the lower part of the platform, like on that big jump, and I lost a lot of health. This bunny hopping is really not that good. I can press buttons through walls, as you can see, and it really helps. Well, the goal here is to kill those tentacles. So I'm activating 2 sources of power to activate the fuel thingy and blast them. So I'm going for the second one. Oh, that was really sloppy. There's a ladder grab here. Really tight one. Press these 2 buttons. Now I can kill the tentacles. I'm just going to go back there. Oops. Yeah, that can happen. If I miss the shot.
Yeah, these tentacles one hit you and they're really annoying, especially if you're going for single segment.
Yeah. And they can be hidden anywhere when you get in this room. So if they do that, like they're like hitting the floor next to the door when you get there, there's really nothing you can do if you're too fast.
Yeah. Also, you just saw Tryedz pushing another button through the wall to activate the rocket, the fire stuff, to kill the tentacles.
Now we're going to the one of the hardest chapters. The hardest one in terms of movement, which is on a rail. There's an interesting trick here. It's called trigger delay that I'm gonna try to do. So I basically lower my FPS a lot, and the loading trigger was there. So before I touched it, I spammed a lot of wait commands with my mouse wheel, and what that does is it delays the loading zone, so I can place myself in a spot that overlaps with the next map. And when the loading zone triggers, it puts me in a better spot for the next map, which skips a jump that you need to do with a trip mine normally. So I don't have a revolver here because I skipped it, so I need to manage myself with some grenades here. I'm gonna get a lot of health because marathon.
Yeah, so there's a lot of sort of not necessarily new strats, but like adapted strats from Half-Life 21 that was found by a guy called Maxam. Like he's done a lot of updates to this route, and most of them are fairly recent, like to be used.
Yeah, so this part has really tight bunny hops. It's really easy to slip off these sidewalks, as I like to call them, and fall into the rail like I did there and take a lot of damage. Because each time you hit the rail, it's 10 of damage that gets dealt to you. So I need to be quite careful here.
Yeah, and shooting the grenades, again, it scares the alien slaves, so it stops them from attacking you.
I'm gonna throw a grenade through the ceiling of the elevator, because there were some explosive boxes and they blocked my way. Normally I have to place a C4, make the elevator go up, explode it, make the elevator go down again. It's really slow, so doing that saves a lot of time. Oh god. Alright. That was weird. I almost died. But luckily that soldier wasn't very smart. There's a turret down here. There were some trip mines, I blew them up with the AR grenade. And that guy got wrecked. I'm gonna get some health here, because I need this guy's grenades. And the hardest part of like Honoreo is basically over by now. I'm gonna press a button through the wall. And there's like a time sequence here, so I can take my time, get some health. Up here. Through the wall. Doesn't really matter though, because I killed both guys. I think there's no one else in there. Maybe there is, I can't remember. But it's good to be safe and pick it up through the wall. So I need to wait for those windows to open. Because if I go right now, back there, the door won't be open. So it opened, I can go back. And that's it for an Oreo. Now, apprehension. There's like a couple of tricky jumps here. They're really fun though. We'll see if I can get them first try. All of them. So here's the first one. Alright, got it. Second one. Got it too. And there's an object boost here. Alright, didn't get it. But it's alright. As long as the bull squid doesn't hit me, I should be fine. So I used that Vortigaunt to open the door for me by scaring him with an AR grenade. Otherwise I'd have to clear that room of monsters, so the scientists would open the door for me. And that's slower, so... I'll just kill this guy, because, you know... Things in elevator sometimes makes the elevator get stuck. It's not really a good thing to have NPCs with you in an elevator. So I just did a grenade boost and pressed the button to open that door through the wall so the assassins wouldn't hit me. And now this is like where I get knocked out, supposedly. In truth, I just get teleported to a black room behind that room with the health kit. So I can place myself in a position and use the health kit through the wall.
And just to clarify the difference between difficulties, because I don't think that's been mentioned yet, the main differences are enemies deal and can take more damage, and you get more, well, this is if you're going from hard to easy, you can get more health and armor from charges. And vice versa if you're playing on hard, obviously. And health and armor pickups as well.
So ready to do processing, like platforming. There's lots of platforming here and bunny hopping. Hopefully I won't fall in the goo that deals damage to me. Try to go fast in these vents. Oops, almost fell down. That would be really bad. Alright, so I chose to take it safe there because my hops weren't lined up pretty well. So I could have fallen into the goo if I wasn't careful. There's a technique here in the water called sharking. Basically, it lets me go really fast on the surface of the water. And there's like this rolling thingy here that can kill me instantly or deal massive damage. Thankfully it didn't. I'm gonna make a save here because these pistons sometimes screw me over. Wait for them to get out of the way and stop them. Oh, that was a bit slow, but it's alright. I'm gonna throw a satchel in there because there's trip mines in that vent. So to clear the way, I did that. That's it for residue processing. And now, questionable ethics. This is one of the hardest chapters because there's lots of soldiers. So I can take a lot of damage, and it's really bad if I do, because the next chapter is, in my opinion, the hardest. So I need quite a bit of health for it to do it like comfortably.
Yeah, especially for the upcoming Infinite Health tool, like that's pretty precise health and armor management stuff there.
Yeah. Hopefully those guys won't shoot me to death. Alright, cool. So I shot that server to trigger the sequence. I'm gonna kill this guy because he has AR grenades. I need at least 8. I mean, at least 6 here. By the end of this chapter. My game just... My game is stuttering for some reason. Half-Life, please. Yeah, my game is like having weird frame drops. Damn it, my PC can't handle Half-Life apparently. So, I'm gonna hit the crowbar in the wall. Just scare these scientists. Because otherwise they would stop right there when they're following me, and that would be a time waste. Get this guy to open this door for me.
Also, you saw Tryedz pick up the Gauss gun, which is which allows you to boost horizontally mainly, but you can also get vertical velocity by like using it to boost off ramps and stuff, which we'll see soon.
Yeah, it starts
just
here.
like the machine gun in Opposing Force.
Alright, so that guy shot me, which was bad. So I'm gonna try to do this part again. Alright, cool. So that skips a lot of stuff. Just throwing myself down the canyon or the dam or whatever. I'm gonna grab some armor here because there's a helicopter and he keeps shooting me. And it's really RNG. He can like destroy me or not. Alright, cool. So I let myself be shot a little bit there on purpose because I had way too much armor. Well, there's a really tricky Gauss boost here. It's one of the newer strats that Maxim found. Yeah, damn. So I need to land on that ramp so as to get a slope boost and don't die from fall damage like that. Hopefully I won't get stuck here, because I can get stuck in these vents if I go through the loading zone while touching the sloped corners of the vent, of the tube. Get these grenades. I need to be a little careful when I pick them up, because the game might crash. So So there's a cool little jump here. Hopefully I can do it first try. Yep.
Nice.
Alright, so my armor situation is not looking bad. Now I'm gonna need to dupe some ammo. So I'm gonna make a save here because this doesn't always work. Yeah, but it did, so we're good.
Yeah, so again, that ammo dupe is like, if it only works with a shotgun, and you can shoot an explosive box and a normal box at the same time with a shotgun blast, and if it happens on the same frame, then the game would think that the item, or the box has been exploded twice, so the item will spawn twice.
Yeah. So I have way too much armor here, so I'm gonna damage myself right here. And coming up is the health door. This is gonna give me a lot of HP. Hopefully I can scare this guy. Yep. Alright, cool. Got it. So the health door, it deals like negative damage to me. -1 damage. So instead of hurting me, it heals me in the end. And it gives like 1 HP per second, per frame I mean. So at each second I get 100 health at 100 FPS. So I'm gonna stay here for a while. I normally stay for like 11 cycles. But since it's a marathon, I prefer to be safe so I can finish the game with enough health. One, two, three. Alright, I think that's enough. So now I can do a lot of damage boosts like this. The game gets really crazy from now on. Use these bombs to blow up the gate. Ah. Well, this Hornet gun can reverse doors, but I couldn't get it right now. It can reverse doors and like close them faster, so we're gonna see some of these grunts right here. They can crash the game if I'm not careful. So if the game does crash, I apologize. Alright, cool, it didn't. See how the Hornet gun reversed the door really fast?
Yeah, so basically the game views the Hornets as living entities, so like the same way that if you get like a scientist stuck in a door, the elevator will sometimes like open again. You know, it's the same for Hornets, like you can get them stuck and the doors will close or open.
There's an NPC abuse coming up, one that is going to skip little dialogue with the scientist. Hopefully I can get it.
Yeah, so originally this was found by Cool Kid, and then I think Maxam did some adaptations for it.
Yeah, it's really nice how it is done now. It's like the fastest way so far, I think.
Yeah.
And the safest. It pretty much always works if you do it right. There's no like RNG involved like the old one. Oh, there's a double grenade boost coming up right here. which is gonna make me climb this room like really fast. There we go. Now I need to be really fast here, because there's like a time limit, because there's like moving platforms here, and if I'm not fast enough I won't be able to do this. But yeah, I could, which is not perfect, but we'll manage. So right here, the last NPC abuse. I shoot Barney through the wall with this gun. He's gonna get mad and open this door for me, and that one too, which skips a really long sequence of dialogue. And I can also skip the combat in this room by throwing myself in this machine and shooting the Hornet gun. That disables the kill trigger inside the machine and lets me teleport this in right away. Oh. Alright, hopefully I don't fall. Alright, I shot a grenade there because because it destroys the butterfly cage that was over there faster, but I failed. Now my satchels are not bugged for some reason. Usually they're glitched out here. Like there's a little glitch with the 1 version of Half-Life. The detonator will be out and you won't be able to throw satchels until you let it out for like 15 seconds, 10 seconds, something like that. So you need to have the detonator on your hand for a while to fix the issue. Alright, so Gonarch is basically a pretty easy fight. Wait for her to stop, shoot her with a full charge of the Gauss cannon. Again, same thing here. I'm gonna make a save because sometimes she glitches out and gets immune to damage. Right here. Yeah, like that. When she runs over there to that spot, it means she glitched out and she gets immune to damage for a while. Now she worked. Alright, so now, normally I'd had to fight her down here, so she blows up the floor for me, but I have enough explosives, so I can do it myself. Saves a lot of time. That's it for Gonarch's Lair. And this is the last section of the game before the final boss, Interloper. Oh, I hit the seam on the ground and got rid of all my speed.
Yeah, there's loads of little annoying like clip brushes in this that you can get stuck on.
Couple more grenade boosts here. And now for the last double grenade boost. Oops, I just switched weapons by accident. Alright. And now there's a final boss. It's a cool little fight right now because of these new threats.
Yeah, get ready on time, by the way.
Shoot the crystals through him. If I could only manage to aim right. shoot these portals with the horny gun, otherwise they teleport me to annoying places. Alright, get ready on time. And time.
Nice. Good run, man.
34-43, not bad.
Alright, so I think up next is either Half-Life Decay or Big Lolly, I'm not too sure. We'll find out.
GG.
GG.